Good morning to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss about importance of algorithms in artificial intelligence. First, let us discuss about the concept introduction of algorithm, followed by application of genetic algorithm in assembly production line, and what are the benefits using the so-called genetic algorithm in engineering application, followed by conclusion. These are the different segments we are going to narrate in a sequential way. First, let us understand from the basic meaning what do you mean by algorithm. It is a set of standard rules or instructions that can be pre-codified in a certain format by means of machine learning language in a more understandable way, such that it can able to execute any kind of complex problem in a real world situation. A well structured algorithm with a predefined input is considered to be one of the strong support for AI application that makes the machine more intelligent rather than compared to a conventional human being. Now let us see the objectives of algorithm. The primary goal of algorithm is to attempt to solve a specific problem in a sequential way. Let us take for an example, making of a cake by following standard steps guidelines. Likewise, in algorithm also there are certain norms, guidelines to be followed one after the other in a step-by-step sequence. So any algorithm has to meet out the basic sequence of steps in a proper way. Now let us go to the concept introduction of genetic algorithm. What is the origin of GA, from where the concept of GA came from? So we will see all those basic information here. So genetic algorithm came from natural theory of Darwin's evolutionary concept. According to the Charles Darwin, as per the biological point of view, only the best chromosomes or offsprings can be selected for a crossover, and that can be replicated for several a number of population iterations, and out of which only the strong or fittest offspring will survive in this universe. This is already said by Charles Darwin. So this concept has been reworked by John Holland, a computer science engineer in early 1960s. So he mapped this biological concept, human genetics, with the engineering applications, especially for soft computing, machine learning applications. So genetic algorithm is said to be a global search method. What do you mean by a global search method? If there are 10 lakhs of iterations are there, out of which we can able to select the best solution out of 10 lakhs of iterations in order to update the final output solution. So in in human genetics, there might be n number of chromosomes are there in our body. So those chromosomes are allowed to transfer during the process of crossover operation. Thereby, it takes a new child offspring with the further mutation, and based on which among several chromosomes, any one will going to be the most finer and fittest one. In short, I can say survival of the fittest. That is the ultimate goal of the genetic algorithm concept. So this algorithm is a randomization approach. We can generate many number of the population cycle to be iterated for a given problem, and we can able to eliminate the worst chromosomes which affects the solution, final solution of the problem. Thereby, we can take the best chromosome which yields the fine accuracy and precision in updating the final results for the current application for any real world situation. Now coming to the logic of GA, initialize the population. So here we can take the main population size set to be 100%, subpopulation size you can take 50% or 30%. So these are all depending on the pseudo random number generation by using Monte Carlo simulation approach, and select the chromosomes to perform crossover operation, then mutation. After mutation, evaluate the final fitness function for the problem, that is reading the final output, then justify whether the final output is acceptable to the given problem or not. If it is yes, update that as a better output. If it is no, again select another pair of chromosome, perform crossover operation, mutation, and then again evaluate the fitness function. Thus, the same operation is repeated for n number of cycles till we attain a better output. So that's why algorithm is considered to be a set of instructions which are logically repeated again and again until we satisfy the given condition. As per the input parameters, we are deciding to fit into the problem. Now we will have a case study and analysis of a GA-based heuristic applied to assembly line balancing problem. This work was done in the year 2014. So now we will see how a genetic algorithm concept can be applied in an assembly line production system, automobile assembly line production system. First, let us understand the problem dimension, that is a definition of the problem. Balancing an assembly line is one of the primary challenge in a mass production system that plays a vital role in enhancing the productivity of a manufacturing system. In this problem, a single model assembly line layout is taken into consideration. And moreover, these are the detailed work carried out in genetic algorithm. 3 different GA crossover operators are experimented, namely cyclic crossover, reverse crossover, and forward crossover operators. And based on that, complete factorial statistical experiment with the 3 different factors are taken into account. One is the number of problem size, then cycle time, and algorithm methods. So based on this information, these are some of the theoretical empirical formula for computing the cycle time and balancing efficiency for the given framework assembly line network system. This is the problem statement. Now I am going to show you the explanation for 8-node assembly line balancing problem. The number of assembly activities in the network is considered to be 8. So let us have the detailed explanation in the next subsequent slides. So now I'm going to apply the cyclic crossover method in GA. So in understanding how the crossover mechanism takes place in chromosome, and how to find out the fitness function after getting the offspring. So all those things we are going to see now. Now we have considered the initial population size and the subpopulation size, as I already told you in the manual logic, the flow chart. Now next, select two chromosomes randomly from the available parent chromosomes. So perform the crossover operator between two parent chromosomes from C1 to C2. Before that, we need to ensure the crossover point to be fixed. So here I'm going to use a 2-point crossover. Okay, and I would like to tell you what these numbers are exactly meaning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 represents the individual gene position within the chromosome cell, and 1, 5, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8, 2 represents the assembly task activity inside the chromosome. Likewise, for second chromosome, parent chromosome 2, the same arrangement has been made. Okay, so in chromosome, this is the way in which the chromosome can be mapped logically. Now, the transfer operation is being carried out using 2-point crossover method, 3 and 6, gene position 3 and 6. Okay, so in between these two gene location, these are the job numbers we want to transfer from C1 to C2, chromosome 2, in order to obtain the child offspring 2, number 2, child offspring number 2. Let us see how it works. So before going to do the crossover operator, so now these are the jobs you are selected, 6248. These are the job numbers you have selected to transfer it to the next neighboring chromosome. Okay, so measure whether the same task number has been repeated in the second chromosome or not. Let us go to the previous slide. 6374. Okay, so here 6374. So the tasks are being repeated parallelly. So I want to make this task as 0, as a null set, before going to transfer the job number 6374 into the second chromosome, the corresponding location. So apply the statement like this: nullify the identical task number as 0, then do the crossover operation later. These are the non-zero job numbers which are left out, 2851. Now apply the method cyclic crossover point to arrange the gene position within the child offspring in cyclic crossover mechanism. Okay, so next to the second crossover point, 6 is the second crossover point. Next to that, I want to arrange in cyclic manner the non-zero job numbers. That is a 2851, and then I need to copy the details from chromosome 1 to chromosome 2 in order to find out the final offspring. We can see the final offspring solution. So 2851, these are arranged in cyclic manner, and 6248, these job descriptor numbers are copied from initial chromosome C1 to C2. Thereby, this is the final child offspring number 2. By performing the cyclic crossover operation, we obtained. Then the same approach for offspring 1, we need to do this mechanism. So by doing the reverse approach, take same two parent chromosome. Now start from C2 to C1. Perform the crossover operation, cyclic crossover operation from C2 to C1. Okay, apply the crossover point, gene location 3 and 6, 2-point cyclic crossover. Okay, so here from C2, okay, 6248, these are the job descriptor numbers. I want to transfer from the parent chromosome C2 to C1 in order to obtain the child offspring 1. Okay, So make the repeated task number as 0 in chromosome 1 inside the cell of chromosome 1 to ensure that the task should not be identical repeated in nature. So the non-zero job numbers are 3, 7, 1, 5. This has to be arranged in cyclic order. You can see the final offspring here, 3, 7, that is next to the final crossover point. That is 6 is the second crossover point and 3 is the initial crossover point. So next to 6, gene location 6. So you put the remaining non-zero job numbers in the 7th gene location, 3, 7, repeat in cyclic arrangement 1, 5, then copy the job numbers from chromosome 2 to chromosome 1 so that we will obtain offspring 1. So this is the final offspring 1. Now update the child offspring 1 and 2 at the end of the iteration. Now we need to find out the fitness function in terms of yield efficiency. We want to find out the balancing efficiency. That is the output for the given problem. So individually for both the offsprings, we need to find out the fitness function. How far both the offsprings differ with respect to each other, which offspring to be selected as a best result, the so-called population availability of chromosomes. So we need to update the list of offsprings, best offsprings in the chromosome population. So for offspring 1, right? So update the data in the same similar way. Draw the assembly precedence graph network and initialize the cycle time for all the 8 jobs put together commonly as 12 minutes. Now assign the station group formation. Arrange the task numbers as per the cycle time availability and find out the station time and the balance time, idle time in each assembly process stations. Let us take for a sample, I want to form station 1, assembly process station 1. So you take the child offspring, refer to gene location 1 and 2. So these are the 2 assembly job operation, 1 and 5, task number 1 and 5. So group the task 1 and 5 in station 1. So what is the total station time? That is 9 minutes. How we are getting? 5 plus 4, 9 minutes. Then find out the balance idle time, 12 minus 9, that is a total cycle time is 12. So 12 minus 9, 3 minutes. So likewise, the same approach to be carried out for the remaining row of assembly station. And finally, evaluate the fitness function in terms of balancing efficiency. Find out the yield percentage of assembly line for all the 5 assembly line. So summation of all task time divided by the number of station into cycle time so that we can able to measure the balancing efficiency 75%. So this is just a manual logic for a simple problem I have shown you to understand the mechanism of chromosome grouping, crossover operation between 2 chromosomes and getting the offsprings. But these concepts are to be mapped with the codified format using programming software packages. Now let us see the application benefits of using the algorithm in this field, artificial intelligence. The proposed genetic algorithm can be used in various engineering fields like estimating the product cost with respect to the design robustness, and in the case of transportation, logistics, network decisions, we can also apply using algorithmic approach to find out the correct route within a short span of time using programming language by simulation method. And what are the benefits? By doing so, we can able to cross-cut the time. It is a time-saving approach. The solution complexity is less while going for algorithm. And with that, I conclude the entire concept. So genetic algorithm is one set of evolutionary computational algorithm which introduced in the early 1960s by applying certain standard basic rules of nature from Charlin's Darwin theory. Based on that, we can cross map the concept of GA by soft computing approach, by numerical computation approach. Thank you very much for your patience listening. Thank you one and all.